Prepare to enter a world of unexplained mysteries, where a boiling river cooks alive anyone who falls in, a waterfall of blood stains Antarctic ice, and a cursed village plunges people into days-long comas. Discover a mountain older than time, crawling with creatures found nowhere else, and 3 lakes that constantly shift colors, yet never match. Walk through a forest of 90-degree bent trees and witness a fiery crater that's burned for 50 years. The terrifying door to hell. These aren't myths, they're real places science still can't fully explain. The truth is stranger than fiction. These places seem unbelievable, but they actually exist in our world. Apart from these, there are many other mysterious locations on Earth that have left scientists and researchers baffled. In today's video, we'll explore some of these enigmatic places, so make sure to watch till the end. 7 Mount Roraima. Rising like a massive stone fortress from the surrounding jungle, Mount Roraima is one of Earth's most awe-inspiring natural formations. This ancient tabletop mountain, with its sheer vertical cliffs and perfectly flat summit, appears to float above the clouds when viewed from below. The mountain's isolated ecosystem has evolved in complete separation for millions of years, resulting in bizarre life forms found nowhere else on Earth, from tiny black frogs that crawl instead of hop to carnivorous plants that trap insects in their sticky embrace. The summit is a surreal landscape of jagged quartz crystals, mushroom-shaped rock formations, and permanent mist that swirls through valleys carved by time. At its edges, waterfalls plunge hundreds of meters into the void below, creating one of the planet's most spectacular natural displays. 6 Kelimutu's tri-colored lakes. On a remote volcanic peak, 3 mysterious crater lakes display an ever-changing palette of colors that defy explanation. These adjacent bodies of water, separated by just thin walls of rock, each maintain completely different hues that shift unpredictably throughout the year. One may appear a vivid turquoise, while its neighbor shows deep chocolate brown, and the third a startling blood red, a chromatic phenomenon that has puzzled scientists for decades. The lakes seem to possess an almost living quality, their colors transforming as if responding to some unseen force. Local legends speak of the lakes as resting places for departed souls, with the changing colors reflecting the moods of ancestral spirits. While researchers have identified volcanic gases as a likely cause, the exact chemical processes creating this natural kaleidoscope remain unsolved. 5 Shanai Timpishka. Deep in the heart of the rainforest flows a river so hot it can kill within seconds. The boiling waters of Shanai Timpishka steam and bubble as they carve their way through the jungle, creating a deadly barrier where no sensible creature dares to enter. What makes this river truly extraordinary is its inexplicable heat source. Unlike other hot rivers fed by volcanoes, this one exists hundreds of kilometers from any known geothermal activity. The waters maintain scalding temperatures year-round, cooking anything unfortunate enough to fall in while emitting an eerie mist that hangs over the surrounding vegetation. Indigenous stories tell of a giant serpent spirit heating the waters, while scientists speculate about deep earth fissures channeling geothermal energy to the surface. The river remains one of the Amazon's most fascinating and least understood phenomena. Number 4. The Crooked Forest. In a quiet corner of Europe stands one of botany's greatest mysteries, an entire grove of pine trees that make sudden 90-degree bends at their bases before shooting straight upward. About 400 of these strangely deformed trees grow in perfect alignment, their uniform curves suggesting some deliberate design rather than random mutation. The most plausible theories suggest human intervention. Perhaps 19th century farmers shaped the trees to create naturally curved wood for shipbuilding or furniture. Yet no records exist to confirm this practice, and the precision of the bends continues to baffle arborists. The forest takes on an almost supernatural atmosphere at dawn when mist rises between the eerily bent trunks, creating a scene more reminiscent of a fairy tale than a natural woodland. 3. The Sleeping Village of Kalachi. An entire community once lived under a terrifying curse. Villagers would suddenly collapse into deep, days-long slumbers without warning. People would drop in the middle of conversations, children would fall asleep at school desks, and some victims remained unconscious for nearly a week. When they awoke, they reported vivid hallucinations and complete memory loss of the preceding events. The phenomenon became so widespread that the village earned the nickname Sleepy Hollow and was nearly abandoned. After years of investigation, scientists traced the cause to toxic gases leaking from an abandoned mine, a sobering reminder of how human activity can create real-world nightmares. The solution, while scientifically valid, does little to diminish the eerie quality of this modern-day sleeping sickness outbreak. 2 blood falls. In the frozen wasteland of Antarctica, a glacier bleeds. A shocking waterfall of deep red liquid pours from the icy face of Taylor Glacier, staining the snow for kilometers downstream. Early explorers recoiled at what they believed was evidence of some horrific massacre, but the truth proves even more fascinating. The blood-colored flow originates from an ancient saltwater lake trapped beneath the ice for nearly 2 million years. When this super salty, iron-rich water finally reaches the surface and contacts oxygen, it undergoes a dramatic chemical reaction, essentially rusting before your eyes. The result is one of Earth's most visually striking phenomena, a vivid demonstration of how even in Antarctica's lifeless expanse, powerful geological processes continue to shape our planet. 1. The door to hell. For over half a century, a massive crater in the desert has burned without pause, its flames reaching 30 feet into the air day and night. What began as a Soviet drilling accident in 1971 transformed into one of the planet's most surreal spectacles when geologists intentionally set fire to a massive methane gas deposit, expecting it to burn off in weeks. Instead, the inferno became permanent, creating a natural furnace visible for miles across the barren landscape. The crater's intense glow at night gives it an otherworldly appearance, while the constant roar of burning gas adds to its hellish atmosphere. Locals call it the Door to Hell, a title that seems increasingly appropriate as the flames show no signs of extinguishing, serving as both a warning about Earth's volatile nature and a stunning example of raw geological power. Which mystery shocked you the most? The sleeping village where people collapse for days, the door to hell burning endlessly in the desert, or the blood-red waterfall in Antarctica? Did you know many of these places still baffle scientists today? Some have theories, but no definitive answers. That's the thrill of our world. It's still full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. Want more unexplained mysteries? Smash that like button if this video blew your mind. Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss our next adventure into the unknown.